North have resolved to work for stronger unity of the party ahead of the 2027 general election. They stated these at the meeting held at Senator Ned Nwoko's residence on Saturday. The federal lawmaker representing Delta North, Senatorial District Ned Nwoko at the meeting said the creation of Anioma State is a done deal, emphasizing that top national leaders, including President Bola Tinubu, Vice President Kashim Shettima, and President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, have expressed support for the initiative. Senator Nwoko also mentioned that said a technical committee would be inaugurated in Asaba to work towards actualizing the creation of Anioma State, while expressing optimism that the proposed state would be a catalyst for regional economic growth, enhanced political representation, and broader socio-economic transformation.
I have 75 senators supporting the Anioma State creation. So there will be a public hearing on the 4th and 5th of next month in Uyo. After the public hearing, we'll go back to the third reading of the bill in the Senate. I'm not going to bore you with the other details, just for you to know that we are on course with the creation of Anioma State.
The feelings of many Anioma people, they want Anioma State. But we know that it's a journey that we have to embark on. So I think that informs the decision of the most distinguished senator to set up a committee that will help in driving the process of the actualization of Anioma State.
First thing first, a lot of people have been asking me for the account number so they can support the upcoming conference. So in my description of this video at the YouTube, I'm going to put the account detail. I'm also going to display the account number and the account name. Barrister Ofochi is the name. He is the lawyer of this organization, which is Indian Asobia Social Cultural Organization. So you can send him. When you send, you can keep the screenshot or send it to my DM so that we can be able to balance. But we need to do things in order, know how many people that donated and how it comes. Okay, let's go into the main thing. We have 85 senators saying A, supporting Anioma State creation. They were laughing at us, you are just wasting time. No. Can't you see? 85 senators out of 109 senators. So we have over 1/3 of the House supporting. So we are going for the public hearing. That is the next. And after then, we go for referendum to become a state on our own. Anyway, one of the reasons why I want to make today's video is not just because of Anioma State, but to clear some airs for those who are saying things that are saying. Ndigbo as a whole has something to learn from this Anioma State agitation. I know a lot of people say it's not the right time to make this video. You wait, let them grade the state first. No, I am not afraid the state will be graded. And I want to assure you the state will be graded. If you take the newspaper publication, you see all those things, the evidences. So, I am not scared. But I want you to learn something from me today. What I'm saying is that the earlier we start preparing ourselves, the better. The earlier we start preparing ourselves, the better. Igbo nation can become great even while we are still in Nigeria. I showed a video of what is happening in Asaba. There's some filling a pot of place to make it a Lekki or Banana Island kind of a state. That everything you see in other places can happen in us. The problem is that we are not ready to play the politics. We're not ready to go through the ropes. We are impatient. We give excuse. We argue so much. We believe that we are being marginalized, which is true. We are being marginalized, but I can assure you we can get what we are looking for. I made a video saying that if you people can force people to do sit at home every Monday, you can use the same energy, channel it to get what you want. I want to repeat it again. We all agree that after God is government. And when I'm talking after God, I'm not talking of religion. God is not a Christian. God is not a Muslim. God is not a pagan. Yeah, God not a go church. God is not a Christian. You must know this. I'm not talking of religion. I'm talking of the Rechi that Ndigbo believe, which is the God who made heaven and earth. Yes, we know that this word did not just come by mistake. There's a divine being somewhere that made the world. But after that, God is the government of the day. And who is the government? You. Because it's government of the people, by the people, for the people. The constitution, the tradition are government. And this government obey principle, they don't obey prayer. This is the reason why I want to make today's video. If you like, listen. If you like, don't listen. Imagine when we write the proposal finish, we submitted it and start praying. Will it have worked? Will it have gotten to where we are today? Like I said, you follow processes. If any woman become pregnant, you follow processes of 9 months for you to deliver. If you become pregnant today and born tomorrow, something is wrong somewhere. God answer principles, not prayer. And this is why I keep telling you, whatever I say, even if you're a Christian, you're a pagan, you're a Muslim, it's the same principle. The same principle will grow a corn, not prayer, not spiritual power. You put a corn on the ground, the principle of sowing and reaping. Even if you're an atheist, you don't believe in God, the same principle will grow a corn. And that is what I want to talk about today. Ndigbo has an ability to use the principle to make the Igbo nation grow. Stop giving excuse. Nigerian government is, yes, you are not ready to play the politics. That is the problem. If they tell you how many people we need to lobby for us to have these 85 senators, you have to know. But you have to be ready to play the game. Yes, there's interest. Every politician has interest. Even me, that is agitating for Anioma, there's an interest. It might not be private, it might not be selfish, but there's an interest. I won't lie to you, I have an interest. First interest is to bring Ndigbo together. It's interest. It's my aim. It's the purpose. It's the reason. So the reason first for me is not because it's not selfish because I'm not thinking about myself. But there's an interest. That's what I want you to know. If a politician has a selfish interest, but on the wrong run is going to benefit you, go ahead with it. Tinubu have an interest that he might actually use it to play politics, to make Ndigbo voting for 2027. But so far, it will give us a state and give us Anioma people our own state to build. Fine, we'll go ahead. This is what I'm talking about. You guys are not ready to play the politics. You guys are not ready to make the move. You guys are not ready to organize. Imagine Ndina Sobia did not write proposal. Imagine after we write it, we do not give it to Ned Nwoko and tell you to run with it. Today, it has swallowed me. The movement has swallowed me. Nobody, except few people who knows, now our group start them. There are some people when they hear Anioma say, they don't care. Even some of the politicians don't even know who I am. It's just because you're my fan that make you know who I am. And that is the truth. The movement has swallowed people like us. It has taken us up. But the dream has been achieved. The aim has been achieved. If Ndigbo organize themselves, it might be a small group, it might be a small thing, and say we need a seaport. Push it, give it to a state governor, present it well. Play the politics. Lobby. You must lobby. Yes, there are going to be interest. South people going to have interest. We don't have any place they can be the seaport for us in Ndigbo. But we can lobby to have it in Calabar, Akwa Ibom, Rivers. You know, have it in Warri, even if not that is where we'll start from. And the interest is that some people will say, what is their own gain? Let it be their own gain. That is it. You must be ready to play the politics. And you must be ready to be patient. People are mocking me. You are wasting your time 2 years, shouting at Willow. I said it's 1 year we started this movement. But it's not even about that. You must follow the due process. To get a state, demand changing of the Nigerian constitution. So there's going to be a constitutional amendment that, you know, now when we say constitutional amendment, we quote 1999 constitutional amendment. Now we're going to have 2025 a detailed constitutional amendment that will include 37 states, not be 36 states. So the processes is not what you just wake up and just create a state. This is not a military era. There's a due process. There are things that are going to be considered for allocations, budget allocations, security, parastatals, ministries, the local government. All these things need to put into place. Due process need to go, and it doesn't work. It's not something you sit and deliberate under one day, because this is democracy. But we're on it. We are following due process. We'll be going for public hearing in New York soon. That's what we are talking about. And if Ndigbo want Seaport, or want regional government, or want a steady light, you have to play the politics. That's where I'm going to today. You have to reorganize yourself. Me, I started making moves for us to have this kind thing in Delta, Anioma, Asaba. I want Asaba to have this kind of estates. The picture of what we see in Lekki, in VI, we see in Banana Island is what I want to see in the water view of River Niger of Asaba. I've been saying it in my videos that why can't Delta State make even Ueli or Saple to look like Liverpool, water view cities. Now we are about to divide, we will concentrate to turn Asaba to be the same. And that is it. You have seen it. I'm showing you here. You can see the beauty of the place. We are trying to do it. So this is what people like us can do. We got to do it, but I'm telling you, Ndigbo, let us work together. Let us work together. We can make it move. Once Igbo we feel united, we'll make it happen. You see all these people that's going to church to pray. Imagine all of us on Sunday walk up to the governors. Every Sunday, there are going to be more than 1 million Igbos in every state that will be in the church. But if that 1 million of them walk up to the place of the governor and ask for steady light or ask for security, as people are saying there's insecurity in Igbo land, it will be solved. Why I'm calling Christians, because majority of Ndigbo are Christians. As a Christian, the Bible talks about a king who is wicked, but a woman keep asking him for a favor. And the Bible say, one day the king say, before this woman worry me with asking, he decided to honor the woman's request because the asking done too much. If all the people, 100,000, 200,000, when they go to, they ask God, they go to the governor's office every Sunday and be demanding for one thing, even if not steady light, even if not security. The governor not too wicked, he will do it. But now I go start giving an excuse. They will shoot at us, they will do this thing. On Sunday, when I come governor's place, they sing, governor come out, wait till make una they sing. He said, give us electricity, give us electricity, give us electricity. He go turn out to joke, una do and the next day, do and the next day. He will know that people are serious. And churches, with priests, with pastors, he won't shoot anybody. When I take in front of governor's lodge, or governor's house, or governor's office, every Sunday to become the protest ground, that is what can make the government work, not prayer. You have been praying for 50 years since after the Civil War. Has anything happened? No. God is not a Christian. God answers principles. It is principle that we put in place that will make us get Anioma. Not be prayer, not be spiritual power. We lobby. If now money you pay, you are ready. See, nothing. He's suffering today, but he's following the principle. That's why nothing is still working. We're not saying it's going to be sweet as honey. It's going to be smooth. We know what that piece is going through, but because he's playing the politics, it's going through the ropes and it's still functioning. So if you think we want something in Nigeria, Nigeria is treating us bad, but you got to show that you are strong and you can win it. Not like Adeska and be following I know that we are individually good because that's who we are. We hardly had a good leader to lead us. The ones we have had has led us to war and crisis. But now we can have another rethinking. Follow due process. agitate for something positive while you are still in Nigeria. And then some people will say, it's welfare we need. Guy, you have not left Nigeria. But while you are still in Nigeria, I repeat again, you can do something better. If you can be buying clothes, bathing, marrying, you know, building house, buying car, you don't wait until Biafra come before you do those ones. Then you can equally have a good security, have a good road, have steady light while you are still in Nigeria. But you have to follow the due process. I'm out of here, Joe.